KSMO Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Skies will continue to be mostly sunny today, and we should have a high temperature near 75 degrees. Southerly winds will be 11 to 16 miles per hour with gusts as high as 31 miles per hour. Tonight we do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms. In fact, that chance of precipitation for tonight is 90%, with new rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch being possible. Low temperature tonight will be around 56 with southerly winds 10 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. Tomorrow, showers are likely and possibly a thunderstorm before 9 a.m., then a chance of showers and thunderstorms between 9 and noon. Chance of precipitation for Saturday is 60%, with new rainfall amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch being forecasted, except higher amounts, as always, would be achieved if you happen to be in a thunderstorm. We'll have cloudy skies tomorrow that'll gradually become mostly sunny with a high temperature near 69 degrees. Southerly winds will be 8 to 11 miles per hour, becoming northwesterly during tomorrow afternoon, and winds could gust as high as 22 miles per hour. Skies will be mostly cloudy tomorrow night, but gradually they'll become mostly clear, and we should have a low temperature around 35 degrees. Winds will be northwesterly 5 to 7 miles per hour, becoming calm during Saturday evening. Then Sunday, skies should be sunny with a high temperature near 68 degrees. Calm winds will become southwesterly around 6 miles per hour. We expect mostly clear skies Sunday night, low around 47. Then Monday should be mostly sunny with a high near 77 degrees. Monday night we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Skies will be mostly clear with low around 56 degrees. Showers are likely on Tuesday, with thunderstorms also possible during Tuesday afternoon. We'll have partly sunny skies with a high temperature near 76 degrees. Showers and possibly a thunderstorm Tuesday night with mostly cloudy skies, low around 54. Then showers are likely on Wednesday with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 67 degrees. Wednesday night will be mostly cloudy, low around 36, and Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 60 degrees. That's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. The idea of a Year of the Woman Farmer makes a bold headline. But the truth is, women have always been farmers. Long before statistics, awards, or media recognition, women worked alongside men in the fields, barns, and kitchens, running households, raising livestock, planting crops, and keeping the farm running through every season. Their labor was often quiet, unseen, but no less essential. From sunrise to sunset, women have been the backbone of agriculture. They've repaired fences, milked cows, tended gardens, and balanced school schedules, community commitments, and the endless demands of farming. They've carried knowledge from generation to generation, how to care for animals, rotate crops, preserve food, and manage the rhythm of living in rural America. Calling attention to women farmers today is important. Recognition shines a light on their expertise, innovation, and leadership, especially in a world where farming is often portrayed as all male. But it should also be a reminder. Women didn't just step onto the farm stage recently. They have always been there, helping to shape the land, the crops, and the communities in which they live. Celebrating women in agriculture isn't new. It's long overdue acknowledgement of the countless women whose sweat, skill, and determination built the farms and the ranches we depend on today. They've been farming all along, quietly, capably, and without fanfare. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I'm doing much better now. I may have lost my leg, but I've gained so much. I got my joy back.
We got our mom back, thanks to DAV.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned.
My victory is getting my life back.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
At the Missouri Veterans Home,
we care for veterans that need all levels of care.
They're our family. I mean, they really are.
It is clean, and if you got something on your mind, they've got somebody to talk to.
You deserve to be taken care of.
Start your application now at mvc.dps.mo.gov. That's mvc.dps.mo.gov. A message from the Missouri Veterans Commission.
The foundation is set.
Missouri knocks off the #1 team in the nation.
The frame is built.
On the run, Mitchell for the flush, Missouri by 20.
And the gates,
the habits, the response to detail, the execution, all that stuff matters.
Are open.
Drives right baseline to the rim, jams it as he hangs and got fouled.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
Cruz, here comes the three. Bang! He splashed it home.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Direct cash cattle business is picking up, and cash hogs have no comparison at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity is starting to develop. Dress deals in the north have been reported at $380. That's about $3 below the previous week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. Bids have been floated in other parts of cattle country at $235 and $240 live. Look for more business to develop as the day progresses. At the Mitchell Livestock Auction in South Dakota, feeder steers 700 pounds and up were unevenly steady. Feeder heifers 650 to 850 pounds were $2 to $7 lower. The USDA says demand was good. There were a few load lots offered. Medium and large one feeder steers 607 to 639 pounds brought $431 to $446. Feeder steers 863 to 885 pounds brought $345 to $355.75. Medium and large one feeder heifer 650 to 698 pounds brought $363 to $386. Box beef was mixed at midday with moderate and light demand for fairly light offerings. Choice up 18 cents at $387.07. Select was 54 cents lower at $380.07. Cash hogs have no comparison, but there were moderate negotiated purchases. Processors were more aggressive in their procurement efforts to start the week and move decent negotiated numbers. There are plentiful supplies of market-ready hogs, and hog weights have been running well above year-ago levels. Both contribute to that uptick in pork supplies. That said, demand remains crucial. Global demand for U.S. pork has been relatively strong, but there are lingering concerns about its long-term strength. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct had a base range of $90 to $91 and a weighted average of $90.33. Prices at the regional direct markets were not reported due to confidentiality. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets were $4 lower at $66 in Dorchester, Wisconsin. At Illinois, slaughter-sow prices were steady with moderate demand for light offerings at $60 to $72. Barrows and Gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $45 to $55. And pork values were lower at midday, down 44 cents at $98.78. Loins, butts, and hams were sharply lower. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Behind every headline is a reporter who understands agriculture. The Brownfield Ag News team of anchors and reporters brings you the stories that matter most. Markets, weather, policy, technology, and the people who power rural America. We are in the field, at industry events, talking directly with farmers, agribusiness leaders, and decision makers, asking the questions that affect your operation and your community. Brownfield's anchors and reporters know agriculture because they live it, bringing clarity to complex issues and delivering news you can trust day after day. From local reports to national coverage, our team works to keep you informed, connected, and ahead. When agriculture needs a voice, it turns to Brownfield. Brownfield Ag News, reported by people who know agriculture. Find us on your local Brownfield radio station and on brownfieldagnews.com nationwide daily.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 34 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your Old Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Daniel Leo Curtis, age 69, of Plato, passed away February 26th. Visitation for family and friends of Daniel Curtis will be Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning at the Fox Funeral Home in Licking. Funeral services for Daniel Curtis will also be on Saturday at 12 noon at the Fox Funeral Home. Memorial contributions may be made to the family of Daniel, and all arrangements for Daniel Leo Curtis of Plato are under the direction of the Fox Funeral Home of Licking. Gary Morris Lay of Salem passed away Tuesday, March 3rd, at the age of 68 years. Funeral services for Gary Lay will be Friday, March 20th at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Gary Lay will also be on Friday, March 20th from 10 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Gary Morris Lay of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Richard LeBrash of Salem passed away Tuesday, March 3rd, at the age of 75 years. Memorial services for Richard LeBrash will be Thursday, March 26th at 12 noon to Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation will be held also on Thursday, March 26th from 10 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. Graveside services with full military honors will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to local veterans organizations in your area. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Richard LeBrash of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 34 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
This is St. Louis Blues analyst Joey Vitale. There is nothing more exhilarating than watching St. Louis Blues hockey in person. But if you can't make it to the game, you can catch all the action here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. According to a press release from the South Central Missouri Computer Crime Task Force on March 3rd of this year, 59-year-old Edward Lee Lane of Salem was arrested in the 800 block of East Ellis Street for possession of child pornography and failure to register as a sex offender. Lane was incarcerated at the Dent County Jail pending warrants. 20 counts of possession of child pornography, which is a Class B felony, and 4 counts of failure to register as a sex offender were filed by the Dent County Prosecutor's Attorney's Office March 4th. The investigation of Edward Lee Lane was initiated by a result of a cyber tip line report by an electronic service provider. During the investigation, information was developed that Lane is a convicted sex offender and currently on parole from Missouri Department of Corrections. Assisting the South Central Missouri Computer Crimes Task Force were Phelps County Sheriff's Department, Dent County Sheriff's Office, and Salem Police Department. The charges which Lane has been arrested on are merely accusations and are not evidence of guilt. Evidence in support of the charges must be presented before the court of competent jurisdiction whose duty it is to determine guilt or innocence. The City of Salem Water Department was awarded the 2025 Water System of the Year March 3rd at the Missouri Rural Water Association's conference in Branson. Representing the city to accept the award were Steve Payne, Public Works Director, Chris McGirt, Water and Wastewater Superintendent, and Sally Burbage, City Administrator. Also at the conference, McGirt was recognized for his 30 years of service. Layla Taylor of Bunker R3 School District shot in the Mountain Grove Bull's Eye Archery Tournament this past weekend, Saturday, February 28th. receiving a personal best score of 291. She finished first out of 8 in 12th grade, 1 out of 28 in high school, and 1 out of 95 overall. Layla now sits 9th in the state and 71st in national rankings. Congratulations, Layla Taylor. The Denton County Fire Protection District recognized Sarah Montoya on her successful completion of the National Registry of Emergency Medical Technician certification. Montoya has dedicated months studying and preparing for the milestone. According to the social media post by the Denton County Fire Protection District, the certification not only expands her opportunities in the emergency services career field, but also strengthens the level of care and service she brings to the Denton County community. An emergency medical technician provides out-of-hospital emergency medical care and transportation for critical and emergent patients who access the emergency medical services system. Preschool registration is Wednesday, March 12th from 8:30 until 5 and Thursday, March 13th from 8:30 to 2:30 at William Lynch Elementary. Preschool students must be 4 years of age by July 31st. Appointments are required and are not a guarantee of placement in preschool. Appointments are to be made by calling 573-729-6611. Information that is required includes proof of residence, shot records, and birth certificates. Kindergarten registration at Salem already is Tuesday, March 17th from 11:30 to 5:30 and Thursday, March 19th from 8:30 to 2:30 at William Lynch Elementary. Kindergarten students must be 5 years of age by July 31st. Appointments are required and can be made by calling 573-729-6611. Information that is required includes proof of residence, shot records, and birth certificate. The U.S. Forest Service is looking for a volunteer on-site camp host for Sutton's Bluff near Bunker this year from April 26th to October 26th. Hosts are required to be on site every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they must put in 30 hours each week. No training is required, but a background check and reference check will be required. Those interested can apply at 401 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla. If you'd like more information, contact Hunter Harris at hunter.harris@usda.gov or Kimberly Huff at kimberly.huff@usda.gov, and Huff is spelled H-A-U-F. The Salem FFA alumni and supporters will be holding their 16th annual Scholarship Fund Labor and Dessert Auction 1 week from tonight. That's Friday, March 13th at the Smith Valley Angus Event Barn. The no-charge meal will be provided starting at 5:30 with the auction to follow at 6:30. Students from the Salem FFA chapter will be providing labor in increments of 4, 6, or 8 hours, which will include various services such as farm labor, wood cutting, hay hauling, babysitting, cooking, cleaning, gardening, etc. Plus, there will be an abundance of homemade desserts that will be auctioned off. The Salem FFA chapter and FFA alumni are working to create a basket of donated items and gift certificates from local businesses and individuals. The winner will be drawn at the end of the auction Friday night, and they will receive the basket full of goodies and items. All proceeds go to the Salem FFA Alumni Scholarship Fund. If you'd like more information, please call Amy Glenn at 863-712-0075 or Heather Johnson at Dalton Sanders at 573-729-6641, extension 5164. Everyone is welcome to attend. Ozark River Solid Waste Management District is now seeking submissions for the 35th Annual Earth Day Trash Art Poster and Graphic Art Contest. The competition is open to all students in grades kindergarten through 12th in Dent, Crawford, Gasconade, Marys, Phelps, Pulaski, and Washington counties. Homeschool students meeting these criteria are eligible and encouraged to participate. The graphic art portion of the contest is also open to post-secondary students. The theme for this year's art contest is Be a Food Waste Warrior, to increase awareness of food waste. Students have the opportunity to participate in multiple contest categories, including posters, which could be hand-drawn, and graphic arts, and repurposing recyclables and trash into three-dimensional pieces of trash art. Posters should echo the theme of reducing food waste, a top priority in the district. The trash art contest may follow the underlying solid waste management theme to reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. Entries for all categories will be accepted from now through March 19th and may be dropped off at the county clerk's office at the nearest courthouse or at Merrimack Regional Planning Commission located at No. 4 Industrial Drive in St. James. Contact MRPC at 573-265-2993 if you need assistance with submissions. For more information, visit ozarkrivers.org/programs-and-services/earth-day. The Denton County Commission met Thursday morning at the courthouse. With the onset of rain throughout the county, 1st District Commissioner Keith Green reported crew members have been out fixing damages to county roads caused by the excessive rain Wednesday night. Green encouraged the public to be patient, with the 2nd District being hit harder. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams was not in attendance until later that morning as he was out assisting crew members. Meanwhile, Green reported on phone bids for 2,500 gallons of unleaded fuel for the Road and Bridge Department, commenting that the bids received had more variation than usual. Bids were as follows: $2.38 from MFA Oil, $2.68 from County Fuels, and Philmart did not bid. The bid was given to MFA Oil. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson reported that an estimate for repairs to the annex roof for leaks was received, submitted by Hope Construction in the amount of $1,250, and it was approved. Denton County Clerk Angie Curley reported that March 11th is the deadline to register to vote for the April 7th municipal election. Excused absentee voting continues, and the March 24th is the first day for no excuse absentee voting, which will continue through April 6th. From 8 in the morning till 12 noon Saturday, April 4th, the courthouse will be open for absentee voting in the county clerk's office. Curley further reported that she has balanced with the collector and assessor for all monthly collections, add-ons, and abatements for February. Bills were approved. In addition, commissioners opened bids for surplus property for the Road and Bridge Department, with the following receiving the bids. Travis Turner bid $409.98 for the 2 chainsaws. Larry Lundy bid $200 for 2 chainsaws, and Danny Wethy Jr. bid $76.50 for the Hyde engine hoist. The commissioners rejected all bids for the pup trailer. The commissions also opened bids for a used truck and received the following quotes: $52,203 for 2022 International CV, $84,500 for 2023 Ford flatbed truck F750, $75,500 for 2019 Ford dump truck F750, $89,995 for 2023 Ford dump truck flatbed F650, and $55,600 for 2022 International dump truck CV. After a discussion of comparisons, the Commission unanimously agreed to accept the 2022 International DT CV at $55,600. Assessor Alyssa Brookshire and Zoel Ziderick of Vanguard attended to discuss the software appraisal system. Brookshire is currently utilizing Clear Basin software, of which she reported issues. The software system would have to be bid out, but after 5 years, if awarded to Vanguard, she would own it. The Commission requested Brookshire to receive prices on the separate map maintenance software, as well as to look into what Clear Basin will charge on turning over the files. The next meeting of the Denton County Commissioners will be Monday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. Salem Police Department is asking for your help to solve an open homicide investigation. On March 9, 2015, Rosalie Bird was found deceased inside her home. Authorities determined the cause of death to be homicide resulting from blunt force trauma. Since that time, investigators have pursued numerous leads and continued their efforts to identify and apprehend the individual or individuals responsible. The Salem Police Department's investigative unit believes there are members of the public who may possess critical information related to this case. This remains an active investigation, and any detail, no matter how small, could be significant. For official tips or to speak directly with the Salem Police Department, you may call 573-729-4242 or email spdtips@salemo.com. If you have information and wish to remain anonymous, please contact the Crime Stoppers tip line at 1-866-371-TIPS, TIPS at stircs.org. Your assistance could make a difference in helping to solve this case. And that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Spring is right upon us, and J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can help with your big projects, such as excavating, digging ponds, setting up new landscaping, or helping to improve on your existing landscaping. J. Medlock Landscaping LLC can haul rock and dirt, water for your pools and ponds, and even drinking water. Call J. Medlock Landscaping LLC today at 729-DIRT. That's J. Medlock Landscaping LLC, 729-3478.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. A slow first quarter came back to haunt the Salem basketball Tigers, who fell to St. Clair Bulldogs Thursday night in the Class 4 District 3 tournament by the final score of 52-49. The Tigers, who trailed by 13 points at the end of the first quarter, had two chances to tie the game as time was running out, but missed both three-point attempts to end their season with a 16-11 record. Carson Romer from St. Clair netted 31 points to lead all scorers. Salem was led by Lincoln Thomas, who scored 17 points, and Gavin Sapal, who tallied 11 points and pulled down 11 rebounds. St. Clair improves to 18-10 on the year, and they'll play St. James Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock at Cuba in the Class 4 District 3 tournament. The Bunker Eagles are in the Class 1 state quarterfinals, and they will play Saturday at 1 o'clock at the Van Buren High School gym against the Cooter Wildcats. Bunker enters the game with a 27-2 record, while Cooter is 25-5. Admission to the game is $10 and may require digital ticketing through Misha. The game will also be video streamed on Misha.tv through the KSMO feed and will be audio streamed on KSMO Stream Facebook page and KSMO YouTube page. There's no charge for the audio stream, but there is a paywall to video stream the game on Misha.tv of $10 or $15. The winner of this game will go to Columbia and play next Friday morning at 10 o'clock at Mizzou Arena. St. Louis Blues will be at San Jose to face the Sharks tonight at 9 o'clock with the pregame show at 8:30. The Blues will also play Anaheim Sunday night at 8 o'clock with the pregame at 7:30. Catch both games right here on KSMO Radio. The Blues have won 3 of their last 4 games. The Missouri Tigers will take on Arkansas in their final regular season game Saturday. The Tigers are 20-10 on the year, and the contest will begin at 11 o'clock Saturday morning with the pregame show on KSMO at 10:30. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Net Sports is brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. Affordable beef cuts like chuck, round, and sirloin bring big flavor on a small budget. Get recipes on a budget at beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with college basketball on the schedule today. The Missouri State Bears will play host to Western Kentucky. In the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament, quarterfinal action tonight, Southeast Missouri State will take on Lindenwood. In St. Louis, Arch Madness, the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament tips off today. 3 matchups on the schedule. Drake takes on Southern Illinois. Evansville battles with Northern Iowa, and Indiana State takes on Valparaiso. From the scoreboard last night, 25th-ranked St. Louis, a 79-65 winner over Loyola. Head coach Josh Schertz.
Never really wavered in the game. Led the game really from tip to buzzer, kept separation, made shots when we had to. 9 for 17 from 3. I think we shoot over 60% from the field. I thought we did a good job attacking the muck. I thought, once we got going, Amari and Paul and KT and those guys did a great job the way they were being guarded of freeing their teammates.
The Billikens finish out the regular season on Saturday going to George Mason. Also, the Missouri Tigers getting set to finish out the regular season, entertaining 20th-ranked Arkansas on Saturday. On to football, where the Kansas City Chiefs reportedly trading cornerback Trent McDuffie to the Los Angeles Rams, picking up a first, a fifth, and a sixth in this year's draft. The first-round pick is number 29 overall, and adding a third-round pick in next year's draft. To spring training baseball on the schedule today, the St. Louis Cardinals will take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Kansas City Royals battle with the Texas Rangers. Finally, hockey, where the St. Louis Blues last night a 3-2 winner in Seattle over the Kraken. The Blues back in action tomorrow night in San Jose against the Sharks. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Nut Sports.
Why be at the forefront of childhood cancer research? At St. Jude, we do it because every innovation we make is a moment we give to children with cancer everywhere. But we can't do it without you. Help St. Jude give children with cancer more moments. Moments that can last a lifetime. Learn more at stjude.org.
In the U.S., 1 in 5 children with cancer will not survive. But there is hope because of you. Help give them more birthdays, more moments, more tomorrows, because every child deserves a chance to grow up. Give them tomorrow. Support St. Jude today.
Tell your friends about us.
The best radio station I ever heard in my entire life.
KSMO.
Our forecast during this noon hour continues to call for clouds and some intermittent light showers or sprinkles and maybe even just some mist all the way through the day today. We're going to have cloudy skies all day long, all night long, and even into Friday. We'll have a high of 68 with a wind that's coming out of the southwest right now at about 6 miles an hour, and we'll probably stay that way most of the afternoon before moving back to the south. Our chance of rain just 20%. 20% chance of more isolated showers, and possibly even a thunder shower later tonight. Cloudy, low of 58, south winds 5 to 10, could gust up to 20. Then for Friday, we're going to have partly sunny skies, but there is a slight chance of getting some showers in the afternoon. There's a high expected of 76 on Friday, with southerly winds 10 to 15, gusting as high as 30. That chance of rain on Friday, 30%. For Friday night, a chance of more showers and thunder showers, and some of these could produce heavy rain. We do expect that to mostly happen after midnight. Low around 53. Southerly winds at 10 to 15, could gust up to 25 to 30 miles an hour. That chance of rain, 90%. Saturday, 40% chance of showers in the morning, cloudy and a high of near 66. Winds will be out of southwest at 5 to 10, moving to the northwest by the afternoon. Winds could gust to around 20 miles an hour or so. For Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low dropping to 37. Sunny on Sunday with a high of 66. And right now, the KSMO studio, 61 degrees at your hometown radio station. KSMO, cloudy skies, 81% relative humidity, and that wind out of southwest at 5 miles an hour. We have some statewide news from the Missouri Net coming up. We'll take another look at that weather forecast when we get to the 1 o'clock hour, right here on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. State lawmakers are looking at bills which would eliminate most vehicle safety inspections. Representative Ann Kelly of Southwest Missouri says 38 other states have taken this step.
Eliminating vehicle regulatory inspections is a way we can reduce unnecessary burdens on citizens.
The Missouri House has passed a property tax bill which would lower the minimum school tax levy districts need to qualify for state funding. The bill now heads to the Senate. A Missouri Senate committee is looking at a child literacy bill which would feature a new reading assessment for first through third grades. Corey Cordell of the Show Me Institute testified in favor of it this week.
When we push these kids on and they can't read, they just fall further and further behind.
Opponents object to some of the bill's provisions, including one which would scrap a reading learning method known as 3-cueing, which involves pronouncing words by making guesses based on pictures and visual cues. Southwest Missouri's Silver Dollar City opens March 13th. This year marks the final season for the Thunderation roller coaster. Missouri Net News.
I'm Bill Pollock, host of Show Me Today, the voice of Missouri. We share stories you won't hear anywhere else.
Great to see that everybody is paying more attention.
Just interesting conversations from small-town innovators to voices making a statewide impact.
Because we know there's really great talent out there and we want to get it into the state of Missouri.
Show Me Today weekdays on this station.
Hope we can get some people to tune in.
Or download the Show Me Today podcast wherever you listen.
Show Me Today.
Public health experts are checking wastewater for signs of respiratory illness in our communities. Before the coughs and sneezes start, viruses can be seen in community wastewater as an early warning sign of the spread of illnesses like COVID-19, flu, and RSV. Remember, hand washing and vaccines matter, especially during respiratory virus season. And check to see what wastewater says about respiratory illness in your community at health.mo.gov/wastewater. What's in our poop? Get the scoop.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast. Today will continue to be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 75 degrees. Winds will be southerly 11 to 16 miles per hour with gusts as high as 31 miles per hour. Tonight we do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms. In fact, that chance of precipitation for tonight is 90%. Now, new rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch are possible tonight. Our low temperature will be around 56 with southerly winds 10 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. Showers are likely and possibly a thunderstorm before 9 tomorrow morning, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms between 9 and noon. Chance of precipitation for Saturday morning is 60% with new rainfall amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch, except higher amounts are possible if you happen to be in a thunderstorm. Saturday will start out cloudy but gradually become mostly sunny with a high temperature near 69 degrees. Winds will be southerly 8 to 11 miles per hour, becoming northwesterly during Saturday afternoon, and those winds could gust as high as 22 miles per hour. Saturday night will start out mostly cloudy but gradually become mostly clear with low temperature around 35 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at 5 to 7 miles per hour, becoming calm during Saturday evening. Then Sunday should be sunny with a high temperature near 68 degrees. Sunday will be having calm winds that will become southwesterly around 6 miles per hour. We expect mostly clear skies Sunday night with low around 47. Then Monday, that new work week is going to start out with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 77 degrees. Monday night, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight with mostly clear skies and low around 58 degrees. Then showers are likely on Tuesday with thunderstorms also possible during Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday will be partly sunny with a high temperature near 76 degrees. Tuesday night, showers and possibly thunderstorm with mostly cloudy skies, low around 54. Then Wednesday, showers are likely with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 67 degrees. Wednesday night, we expect mostly cloudy skies, low around 36, and Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 60 degrees.
KSMO Salem